Every night, before I tucked him into bed, I would join his little hands and we would say this prayer. Angel of God, my guardian dear, to whom God's love commits me here, ever this night stay by my side, to light and guard, to rule and guide. Amen. Once the lights were out and I was in bed, he would crawl out of the covers and tiptoe to the window to meet his best friends. Sahej. He loved the night sky and believed, while the moon adorned itself, it was the angels who would hang each star in the dark sky. Even as he grew older, I could never understand what he found so captivating in them. If I knew then that these stars would be the only ones with him in his darkest hours, I'd crawl out of bed too and thank them for being there. It was the night it happened. He never told me why he left the house so hurriedly. It was only later that Antara told me that she called him to meet her at the bar.
Abhay, please. So, is it an occasion to celebrate, or should we rather not?
This PD has been exchanged many times before. Its red burning tip extinguished. I'd always wonder why he'd never bring his own. His lips touched what mine had. But look at it now, dying into itself, the greatest death of all.
Why are you talking like this? What happened?
I'm back at where I started. That's what happened.
Antara, just tell me what happened.
He broke up with me. Love was nothing but the fragile excuse that enjoined us both in the first place, and love itself tore us apart. All he said was, Antara, you want so much of me, but I can't give you everything. All I did was love him.
It's so ironic that love can make us so happy, yet so miserable. But it's going to be okay, Antara. When we fall in love or follow a dream, we never seem to think about the pain that might find us along the way. This is the part where you're staring at the pain, straight in the eyes. Trust me, this isn't the end.
Stop lying, Sahej. Everyone's going to tell me the same thing, but I want you to tell me the truth.
Underneath all your regret, guilt and grief, there is only this that I've learned through experience that I can offer you. In the words of Yeats, how many loved your moments of glad grace, and loved your beauty with love false or true. But one man loved the pilgrim's soul in you, and loved the sorrows of your changing face.
That's deep. And makes sense. You know, Sahej, when you're standing where I am right now, it feels like you're the only person in the world. Everyone will say, you know I'm here for you. But the truth is, you're all alone. I don't know how I got here. It just doesn't make any sense.
For some things, there are no reasons. They lie beyond all logic, and the only way past them is through them. We have to lift them out of us. Even the smoke that morbidly rises from these burning ashes will soon disappear into the dark of the night. The tears they call to your eyes will soon run dry.
So, how's it going with Mitpa? I've heard Shakespeare's in love.
They do not love that do not show their love. The course of true love never did run smooth. Love is familiar. Love is a devil. There is no evil angel but love.
I'm assuming that's a yes. Sahaj, can I ask you something?
Mm-hmm.
What's your biggest fear?
Where did that come from?
I don't know. I just thought I'd ask.
Antara, I never thought I'd say this to you, but I think it's time I did. My biggest fear is being your passive smoker for the rest of my life.
Come on, Sahaj, I'm serious.
Oh, okay, you tell me. What's your biggest fear?
Loneliness.
Loneliness.
But you haven't answered my question yet.
Waking up one day and having no one but myself to care about. That, Antara, is my biggest fear.
Waking up one day and having no one but myself to care about. I always wonder what was going through his mind in his last hours. Was Sahaj afraid? Was he still waiting to be loved? Sahaj waited. Hands tied, he waited. Under the moonlit sky, he just waited. But it was only later that I realized that Sahaj hadn't died waiting for love, but merely wanting to give it.
And this is when we were in the 7th standard. Oh, and this is when he won the Best Delegate Award at the MEN conference in our college. Auntie, do you remember that day?
Yes, beta.
Sahaj was so psyched up about it. But you know how it is in college, right? I mean, we didn't think it was that big a deal.
More than Sahaj, you should have seen his dad. He told me he felt like the proudest father on the planet that day.
Really?
I'm sure you are very hungry. Should we start with dinner?
Okay. Come, Mitwa. But shouldn't we wait for Uncle?
Uncle is held up due to some work in the office. He'll join us later.
This calls for a celebration. Mitwa, may you find all the success and happiness in the world, and may this theatre scholarship take you closer to your dreams. To Mitwa.
To Mitwa.
And before we dig into this lovely meal that Auntie's prepared for us, I'd like to thank all of you for your support and encouragement. Auntie, I must say, I'm really going to miss your cooking.
Oh, so you're only going to miss the food, huh?
So, Auntie, Sahaj was telling me you've joined the yoga classes at the park. How are they going?
You tell me, beta. Can you see the difference?
Of course. You look beautiful as always.
Thank you.
But Mitwa, how are you gonna survive in Ooty after living in a place like Bombay?
It's going to be a huge change. But I guess I could use a break from the maddening traffic and pollution in Bombay.
I agree. Ooty is a beautiful place. Uncle and I actually went there for our honeymoon.
I'm definitely going to make a trip there soon, and Mitwa, you better show me around.
Be my guest.
But don't you think you're gonna miss this?
Of course I will.
Is he coming?
I don't know, Beta. I don't think he'll be able to make it.
So he's not gonna make it. Excuse me.
I didn't make it to the dinner that night. Or rather, I didn't go to the dinner that night. I can still picture Sahaj sitting at this very table. I can see the look of disappointment in his eyes when he realized I wasn't going to show up after all. It's that look that haunts me. Because I feel I'm worried he died wondering why I wasn't there. Pangs of guilt sting me every time I pray for his soul to rest in peace. Because my silence during his life was maybe the cause of unrest in his death. I never had a problem with it. I just needed some time out to myself. I had dreamt of a life for you. And I needed time away to undream all those things and replace them with your dreams, your happiness. I never cared about not being there. So many occasions. Because I always took it for granted that there would be more. I just didn't know that there wouldn't be any more. I just didn't know that time wouldn't give me the chance to let you know that I am okay with it.
No matter how you looked at it, at that moment, when Sahaj's father spoke of his regret, Sahaj was listening. At that moment, Sahaj was home. It wasn't goodbye that night, and even now, it still isn't. It wasn't goodbye that night, and even now, it still isn't. I know Sahaj is looking out for Mithra, wherever he is, just like the guardian angel. I call this book Arth because, as fulfilling as your life was to me, your death will always remain incomprehensible. Few know that you are not only the reason why I write this book, but also the inspiration behind why I started to write again at all.
Childish flares die young. Only once we give them up do we think life has begun. A child so innocent, a child with ambition nearly sprung. Why do we let go? Why do we let go? When with age, only to these childish flares we succumb. Who's the author, Ma?
Well, I wrote it the other day.
Are you serious?
Why? I write sometimes.
Wow, that's new. I didn't know my mom writes so well.
I used to write a lot, especially in school and college. But these things take a backseat in life.
You have time now, Ma. Why don't you start writing again?
Don't be ridiculous. Who's going to read my writing now? I write this book for Sehaj, a loyal friend, a patient son, and an unselfish lover. I write this book so that those who killed you may know what they have deprived this world of. This book is a testimony to the fact that your fate was cruel, but also proof why your life is immortal. I have no choice but to let you go. But how can I let go when I don't know why you were taken from me? It's funny how the words you once said to Antra now speak clearly to me.
For some things, there are no reasons. They lie beyond all logic, and the only way past them is through them. We have to live them out of us.